Please click on subscribe and the notification bell.
So, this video is a bit more for creators, though I'll address how others can help out as well later in the video. Feel free to skip ahead if you want. There's an underused feature here on YouTube, the ability to add captions. It seems to me that nearly every video should have these available, but they're often not included by creators and sometimes not available at all. But why should there be captions in the first place? The short answer is to make it accessible to anyone who won't be able to hear or understand what's said in the video. The most obvious example of this would be a viewer who is deaf or hard of hearing, but they're actually very helpful in a variety of other situations as well. A noisy environment, a necessarily quiet environment like a library, or the video's audio just being too quiet can all make it essentially impossible to hear. Additionally, audio quality issues, sounds over the top of speech, speech impediments, and strong accents can all result in audio that can be heard but not understood. And that's without even mentioning language barriers. Fortunately, there is an automatic captioning system available here on YouTube. It's usually pretty decent, though it's far from perfect. But if the site will add captions for you, why spend the time and effort creating them for yourself instead? The first reason is right there on YouTube's help page about auto captions. They're not always available. The wrong language, too much silence at the beginning, poor audio quality, or even the video just being too long can prevent these captions from being provided at all. This shouldn't be a problem for English videos with good audio, but unfortunately, sometimes it is. And then, even when they are provided, they're definitely not perfect. Usually, this is just minor, even amusing things, such as...
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Name Dragon, and...
These words, when put together in this context, work to anesthetize people to the suffering of others if they happen to be white.
Thanks for watching. Please click on subscribe and the notification bell if you'd like to be notified when new videos are
This is definitely an improvement from having nothing to go on at all, and usually it's pretty easy to figure out. Unfortunately, the issues can be far more major, especially when the captions might actually be necessary.
The Alt Knight!
I'm Bull, I'm Right, I'm Tiki Torch.
Big Red Dragon!
Misandry for life.
Social Jester! Strawman!
Women are cancer.
The Patriarchy! Bring us to the pubes! And I'll be your host for the next few minutes, Ansgar.
And then sometimes the system can't even tell what language videos are in.
And the joke went something like this. Moses came down from the mountain after speaking to God, and he said to the Israelites, I've got some good news and some bad news. The good news is that I managed to get God down to only 10 commandments. The bad news is that you shall not commit adultery is still there. Yes, you shall not commit adultery is still in the 10 commandments, but you shall not rape is not. Apparently, adultery is more important than rape, according to God.
For years then, we haven't even copyrighted our material. We allow people to copy it, to give it away. That's what we want.
Welcome to Apologia, where a former Christian takes a look at the claims of Christians.
Jesus Christ, I need a haircut. So I have a bit of a story to tell you. Picture this, I'm in the middle of my shift at work. I'm going about my business. It's kind of an intense day during a bit of a rush hour. So a couple of ladies approach me, they're chatting amongst themselves, and they decide to get my attention, and they ask me to help them, to provide them with service. Obviously I oblige, I am at work after all, that's why they pay me the big bucks. When one of the older ladies looks at me and says, "Hey buddy, you look a little grumpy, why not just give me a smile?"
So, if you want your videos to be accessible to the most people, including your own captions or correcting the automatically provided ones may actually be necessary. But wait, there's more! There really is, though. On top of the most basic function of captions existing, there are extra benefits to making sure they're accurate. The accuracy will improve any automated translations that may be used. These won't likely be perfect either way, but at least they can be a little closer. Your own captions will probably include punctuation, can keep sections of words together, and can even include details denoting tones, singing, and more. More advanced tools can even specify placement, style, and formatting. And then there are other likely benefits for creators. A complete transcript provides the system with more accurate information. This can be used to better determine the content of the video, hopefully reducing the odds of action being taken inappropriately because the system misunderstands with the information it has available. If they're smart, YouTube could also be using the more accurate captions to refine the automated system further for the future. These are also indexed, and so should improve the odds of your video appearing in a related search. Hopefully by now, I've provided some compelling reasons to actually provide captions. So, how can you do that? If you happen to write scripts for your videos, the work is partially done. After the video is uploaded, go to Edit It and click on Subtitles/CC. Click Add New and pick the correct language. If you use the transcribe and autosync option, you can just copy and paste your script and then hit Set Timings. You'll have to come back later to finalize it though, and should probably make sure the timings are correct when you do. Even if you don't use a script, the auto captions can do some of the work for you. You can either go to the video and collect the transcript, or download the file. If you use the transcript method, you can copy and paste it the same as before, just fixing the errors and adding anything important it misses, like punctuation. If you'd rather download and edit it, you'll probably need some kind of captioning software, which I've never used and so I don't really know anything about. But what if you don't have time to spend captioning your videos yourself? Or what if you aren't making videos, but would like to contribute to making others' videos more accessible? This is where the community contribution tools here on YouTube come in handy. Creators can enable community contributions for all videos at once from the Creator Studio, or for individual videos by editing the video's settings. Any captions or translations will have to be reviewed by somebody, whether the owner of the channel or other members of the community, before they'll go live. And if the creator has enabled these contributions, anyone can work on creating or improving transcripts and translations of their videos. If you want to help out by captioning videos for a creator you watch, you can do that from a direct link to their video, a link to all videos they have that need captions, or by clicking the Add Subtitles/CC on the video under the gear icon. It doesn't even have to be completed by the person who starts it. Multiple people can contribute to the captions on the same video this way. This means that, even if no individual person has the time to do more than a little bit of the work, a bunch of people together could complete it. And that will make the video more accessible to more people than it would be otherwise. Plus, it can help prevent future miscommunications. Thanks, as always, for hearing me out, and a special thanks to all of the YouTubers whose content I use to show various issues with the automated captions. In the description, I've included links to all of their channels, as well as citing the videos used in the credits. If you have the time, go check them out.